I would like to thank Ashton Lewis for sending me this story that is coming from another airline and it's coming out of Houston. I swear, like I tell you, are y'all sending me Texas stories on purpose? Because y'all like hearing me talk about Texas and all their fuckery. Because I must get, I don't know how many Texas related stories per week from different parts of Texas, even parts of Texas that I've never even heard of. But let me go ahead and get started with this story here. So there was there was a former Southwest employee, black man, whose name is, let me see if I can find it, Jamel Parker, who claimed he found a white only sign at the break room for where he works at. And not only that, he said that he and other coworkers alleged they saw a noose hanging from the break room as well, or in another part of that facility, that area. But let me go ahead and read this article coming from USA Today. It says a former Southwest Airlines employee has filed a discrimination lawsuit claiming the airline allowed employees to create a whites-only break room at Houston's Hobby Airport. Jamel Parker, who was fired by Southwest last year, says he learned about the so-called WB when he started working for the airline in 2013. He claims it existed for years until a recent renovation of Hobby Airport. Parker's lawsuit also claims black employees found a noose made of bungee cords at a Southwest gate at Hobby. His lawsuit alleges black employees are held to a higher standard than their white counterparts. Parker claims he was fired in 2017 after he ran over a power cord and failed to report it. He cites two similar cases involving white employees who were disciplined but not fired. Southwest said in a statement that it wouldn't comment on matters relating to litigation, but that the company works to foster an environment that is diverse and inclusive. We do not tolerate or condone discrimination of any kind. This does not surprise me whatsoever. Racism in the workplace is definitely not uncommon. But my thing is, if he saw, what he claims that saw, he should have took a picture of that. That way he could have documentation of what was seen. Or when his coworkers saw some things, they should have reported it as well. That way they can have evidence so their claims can be backed up. Because if it's just a word of mouth type of thing, or it's just that words, it's not going to go very far. That's like doing a verbal agreement. Unless you have that shit in writing, it's not really going to move. It's not really going to go anywhere. So that's what he should have did. I'm not saying that he's lying about his claim, because he could very well be telling the truth. Especially on that part about the disciplinary action where white people were just disciplined but not fired, and he ended up being fired because they saw him as a problem. And it was probably stuff leading up to that when they were just trying to find a way to get rid of him, and that was for them the key into getting him out of that area. Or they probably found he was like doing too much, in their eyes doing too much means being all up in their business or in their affairs. But like I said, I'm not saying that he's lying, but next time you would have to have evidence and proof that there was a sign that said whites only or something like that in that facility. And the thing is, how can you really segregate an airport like that? It's various amounts of ethnicities and races coming through airports every single day. I should know. And somebody else had to have seen something, but they probably didn't say anything. But of course, Southwest has to put out something to, put their claim in, saying that, oh, well, we don't condone this, we don't condone that. You notice that all those little PC policy statements that they give out after an incident like this happens, they all sound the same. Like they're all pulling from the same book, but they just rearrange some words and then throw the name of their company in there somewhere. But I wouldn't be surprised if something like this is going on at that airport. I would not be surprised. After all, it's in Texas. I call it the NRA's favorite state. It's one of the biggest red states in the establishment. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying, next time for anybody, if you see something like this, make sure you document it. Make sure you have the evidence. That way your claims can be backed up and no one can say, oh, you're trying to start trouble, or you're just talking out the side of your ass. And, because mainstream media, and we in the era of Trump, they'll say anything. But you let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. The links to the article will be in the description, as well as the contact information, and the links to the shirts will be pinned down below. I'll talk to you in the next one.